Is it going? All right, welcome to the show. Well, this is a podcast message, guys, because Mike thinks he's burst his own eardrum.
I can't hear out of
What
my
did you
right
do?
ear. I yelled really loud, which I shouldn't have done. But
So before the podcast,
Mike thinks it's funny to yell
Right.
as loud as he can.
we were
really
like,
hurts.
let's do a podcast message at the start, and then Mike goes, "Oh yeah, you guys should start it like this," and then he burst his own eardrum.
Can you hear? Which ear?
my right ear.
God,
Have you burst your eardrum, or do you need to visit clear ears and get him back?
No, when I yelled, it really hurt.
I think I just ruined mine.
I've never yelled and then I hear it like I felt a physical sensation I've never felt before. I'm really worried.
What a weird way to start the podcast.
Well, welcome to the show, guys. Mike's gone deaf, but
Yep.
Luckily Luke can still hear. Or did
Barely.
you also gone deaf?
Nah, I think I'm right now. For like 3 seconds, I didn't know where I was, but now
All
I'm
right.
back.
Well, guys, don't yell as loud as you can because then you won't be able to hear Luke's jokes because
Right.
he's going on tour.
Oh, that's a good segue.
Did you forget why we were doing this?
Yeah, I just thought we're going, and then I forgot why we're doing a podcast message.
Oh, that's right. Well, should I yell?
Not a great ad for
Should
the
I
tour.
yell the ticket URL?
Yes.
So people want to buy
Well,
tickets.
wait, let's explain what it is. So this is a podcast message about my Because I Can tour. It's a bit weird if I explain it. I think you should explain it. Pump me up. Make it so I seem good to all the people listening.
Okay. Well, guys, I've seen Luke Kidgel. I've been behind the scenes watching him work on this show, and it's a great show. He's going on tour. He's a big stand-up. He's on one of the biggest digital radio
What do you mean a
stations
big stand-up?
in the world.
I'm not. You're big when you stand up.
Yeah. Well, he's a medium stand-up.
Yeah. And you can expect more quality comedy
If you
like
want me
that.
to pump you up, you can't critique my
I won't
pump up.
interrupt. Continue.
All right. Okay. He's pretty good.
That was okay.
Hey, you can't critique. That's the rule.
All right. Well,
His joke goods.
I'm not going to put that on my poster next year, put it that way. All right, so I'm going to Adelaide and Perth next weekend, Canberra, Newcastle, and, oh no, I got them in the wrong order. Newcastle, Canberra, then Brisbane, Sydney. So if you're in any of those cities,
Yeah.
get down to my show.
Do you want me to yell the ticket URL?
Yes,
then
that'd
we
be
can start
great.
the
Yeah.
show? All right. LukeKidgel.com/shows! I think I've gone deaf.
It was actually /, so
LukeKidgel.com/shows!
great.
Just
Now
fixed up my hearing.
no one's going to be backslashing to that link.
All right.
I don't think anyone's going to come see my show after this. Please come!
Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital, and it's time for this. Businesses exposed. You've been a naughty business. That's right, guys. It's been a while, but the time has come for me to expose a business.
Businesses have been running around for too long. Free. Just unexposed.
There are
all
so,
covered up
There's so many
in their
businesses.
little schemes
You ever think about that? How many businesses there are?
that aren't being exposed.
I know. I mean, technically, I am a business. I have an ABN.
What do you... Well, are you going to expose yourself?
No, I'm a trustworthy business.
Doubt it. The fact that I didn't even know you're...
Businesses patted on the back. Lewis Spears.
You've been a...
Good business.
Yep. All right. What do you think the percentage of businesses are that deserve it? Obviously you can't get to all of them, but what are some businesses that you think probably deserve to be exposed, but you just
I'm going to say
Can't get
solid
around to it.
1% of businesses.
it's not
need
that many, is it?
exposing. That's a lot
you're
of
getting
business.
most of them. You're actually hitting most of them.
Yeah, that's
All right.
true.
Who's copping the wrath today?
Jack London, specifically.
A suit store? Is that a suit
It's
store?
a clothing store.
Okay.
It's a very modern metro clothing store.
Like a trendy men's clothing store, isn't it?
For skinny hipsters. That's
Do they
what-
sell female clothes as well?
No, just men's.
Okay.
So it's not what I'm exposing them for. You are free to sell to whomever you wish, cater to whatever you like. But specifically the Jack London across the road from our radio station.
Yep.
I was walking across the road and I saw they had a 50% off sign. I was like, oh, I'm skinny, I'm modern. Maybe I could get something nice. And it said 50% off.
Did you also say, "Oh, I'm digital," or
Yes,
did
I
you
did.
leave that out?
No, I left that out. I don't think digital has any bearing on the clothes that I wear,
Fair enough.
unless I was talking about a watch.
Cool.
Yeah. So I see 50% off all items. I'm like, oh, awesome. I'm going to go have a look. And then I get closer to the store. There's a little bit of fine print underneath the 50% off. And it actually said 50% off all items, select styles only. That is not 50% off all items.
Oh my God, I'm so exposed.
That's
You're right.
50% off most items.
No,
at
not
best.
even some. It could
Some.
few. It could have said 50% off a one thing.
Yeah.
Because they could have said all items, selected styles, and then bang, every selected style they selected not be 50% off. They could have had nothing on 50% off.
I know. What are you, Jack London? EB Games? Have a
Yeah.
real sale or
Yeah.
put your sign down. Ridiculous.
You got him. Jack's running. I can see him running back to London.
Now, yesterday during the show, Luke, you made a very big call. A call that not many people here at the station appreciated. Not saying I didn't appreciate it. I would say that I thoroughly agreed with
I think I know the call you're talking about.
It was a big
I'm
call.
correct and I stand by it.
You said that you heard the last 15 seconds of a song and said this.
I don't want to be like this guy and, but people are frowning upon us trashing the music, but that's the worst song we've ever played. What was that?
James, our producer, is outside the studio. Wasn't happy about that comment. Well, mate, why don't you organise some better music? Now,
Spot on.
I
Did
agree
you
with
hear
you.
it?
I don't disagree with you.
It was like awful guitar, grungy, and there was whistles, and it was just noise.
It was noise. Like the song finished, and then
Yeah.
like, oh, let's chuck a bit of noise on the back end of this
Yeah.
baby. It's not a good
It's
song.
not good for radio at all. I mean, because we usually talk over the songs as they're kind of fading down,
Yeah.
and that was just distracting.
Oh, yeah, it was just noise.
Yeah.
Like, someone that wasn't very happy about it. I mean, talking bad about songs is something that you probably shouldn't do when you're on radio,
No.
which is why we do it often.
Yeah.
But someone that really wasn't happy about it was our producer, James.
Hated it.
Wasn't a fan
Couldn't.
at
He
all.
was sitting outside and he was giving making no hand gestures.
'Cause
He was,
there's
he
a
was putting
window
his
that we can
face
see.
in his palm when I said it.
Yeah.
And I was like, calm down, mate. I didn't swear. Okay.
Yeah. He needs to, and this is something that he does all the time. He's always trying to rein us in.
Yeah.
We always go to James. We go, hey, James, what about this idea? And he goes, boys, I don't think that's appropriate. And
Well,
we go, right, that
sometimes-
means that it's really good then. Let's do it.
Yeah, sometimes if we go, oh, we want to prank the boss, he's like, look, maybe we could tweak it a little. I'm like, mate, we don't need to be tamed, okay?
No.
And he's a bit pedantic. And so we had an idea before the show where I was like, perhaps we should just call James
Yep.
and tell him that we're going to do a whole talk break trashing this song.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
you see, we might not do the talk break. We want to get James.
No,
our
we're not
producer's
going to do the
feedback.
talk break. We just wanted to see what James would actually think just of this idea if we're going to bring it to the show. So we're going to give James a call, suggest the idea to him.
If he doesn't hate this, I don't know who James is.
He will hate it.
I know. Let's give him a call.
He's probably just at home hating on things.
He's probably listening to this being like, I hate these boys. All their ideas are going to get me fired.
Hello, James speaking.
Hey, James, it's Luke and Lewis. How you going, mate?
Oh, good.
That's what I mean. He doesn't even
we were
like
just
the
talking.
sound of our voices.
Okay, I'm on air.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're
Yep,
talking
yeah.
about you, James.
Well-
We're talking about you. You're always trying to rein in our ideas. You always think that our ideas are too edgy and too dangerous. You
We're
won't-
wolves, man. We can't be tamed.
Well, I do need to let you know that it
Oh,
is
here
a
we go.
requirement. You need to let people know when you call them that they're on air. Like that's the very
Boring.
Look at him with all of his rules. Oh, you need to let people know. You can't make fun of the songs that the
Well-
radio station play.
You didn't like that yesterday when I did that, did you?
I wasn't very pleased at all. No.
How come
Why
you
do
weren't
talk
pleased?
like you're 50 years old, man? You're like 23.
Dad James.
Wasn't very pleased with that. Calm down, boy. Certainly not very appropriate.
Because you don't talk like that regularly.
Well, no, that wasn't appropriate of you to do that.
Okay,
What? Okay,
here,
no.
we've got an idea.
No,
for
I
you.
wanted to know what didn't you like about it?
Well, there's a strategy that the station has that should be
play
adhered
bad
to
music.
and respected.
Uh-huh.
They should respect our ears a bit more.
Well, no, everyone's on the same team, so
Me and British India are not on the same team.
British India is a great band. I love them.
Okay. Well, so you think that the song's good then?
Yeah, I do.
You think it's a good song? You like the song?
I'm behind it.
Okay, well, how about, why don't we just play you a little bit of the song and you just
Yep.
let us know your thoughts. Do you like the sound of this?
I'll be waiting for a miracle to come down.
You like this? Like a bit of that, mate? Whistles?
It's the sound of the now.
It's the sound of now.
It's the sound of the now.
Right.
It's the new alternative.
Be the
Well, I
sound,
want to go back to the past because I hated that.
it's the sound of now if you're inside a kitchen while someone's blowing on a whistle.
Boys, do I need to organise a meeting for Monday?
James, the reason why we're calling you is because
We want your input on something.
we want to do a talk break about this on the show.
Yeah.
I mean, we already have.
Well, I mean, we're kind of doing it now, but
It's in
Yeah.
progress.
it came up in the planning meeting, and then I think Mike was like, "Oh, James will hate that," and we were like, "Well, we'll at least get his thoughts on it before we go ahead with it. Should we do a talk break about how much we hate the end of that song?"
How about you brainstorm all the things and all the points you want to make and send it through to me, and I'll give you my feedback by end of business Monday.
I want to do it next.
Certainly not.
I swear, that's your catchphrase. Certainly not. Certainly not. Well, look, mate, I'm sorry
Hey,
to tell
I'm
you.
going to listen to you. I was going to listen to you, but certainly not. So,
How far away are you from us, James, right now?
I'm actually in an Uber, so I could come towards you straight away, but I'm at least...
All right, well, you've got 2 minutes before we do it. See you later, James.
adios.
We're doing the talk break. Hang up on him, Mike.
Have a good
Come
night.
on, Mike. Come on, Mike.
See you, man.
So obviously, James is very excited about that.
Probably not. Certainly not. Lewis, today we found out that we have an important photo shoot coming up next Thursday for the radio show. Just
Yes.
Luke and Lewis back at it again with some more shots. Headshots, body
So-
shots.
Guys, if you
Lots of
follow us on
shots.
Instagram, shots coming at you.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of uploaded. Probably just one.
And there is a big reason why the photo shoot is happening later in the week, because we actually had a previous photo shoot booked in that you guys don't know about.
Yeah.
And the reason you don't know about is because you never saw the photos. And the reason that you didn't see the photos is because the photos were never taken. And the reason for that is Luke didn't turn
I don't
up.
think we should point fingers.
Well, I think it's very easy to say that when you're the only reason. I showed up for a photo shoot.
Yep.
I got a haircut.
Yep.
I dressed up nice.
Uh-huh.
I arrived at the photo shoot. There were 3 photographers, lights set up, everything looked
Uh-huh.
expensive.
Yep.
Our producer was there. And I was like, all right, Luke's going to get here any minute. Many minutes passed.
Just a few. I don't recall that many minutes passing.
How many minutes are in 2.5 hours?
120,
150.
150.
Yep. So maybe this could have something to do with your time. You
Yeah.
don't even know how many minutes are in 2.5 hours.
You got to learn count, and then you got to learn how to count, then work backwards from there to tell the time. So that was probably the issue.
So, mate, this is a problem. We need to nail
Look.
this photo shoot. And this is a problem that happens all the time. You keep not turning up to things. You've also missed 2 meetings
Yeah.
with our boss
Yeah.
who decides whether or not we move on in radio.
I missed
to
one
better
on.
fit.
I missed one on Wednesday.
Maybe that's why we're still on Modern Digital.
Nah, he didn't seem too bothered by it because he was like, one time actually, the first time that I didn't rock up for a meeting, I
Yeah.
went up and apologized. I was like, "Hey, AB, sorry, didn't rock up to the meeting yesterday," and he went, "What meeting?" So we're on the same page. You
Okay.
just keep. Well, I don't know what you're
So
doing.
both of you are
Don't
just
pretend
mucking me
today.
around.
I called you and said, "Hey, man, just letting you know we have a meeting, but I'm not going to be there." And you were like, "Oh, really? I didn't know about that." You didn't
Yeah.
even know. If I hadn't have called you, you wouldn't have rocked up either. So don't start throwing around. At least I know when they are. I just don't rock up.
Okay, so you just choose not to attend. But this
Yeah.
is something that we need to fix because this photo shoot is so important. Obviously, we need to deliver
Punctuality
good
is a
shots
problem.
to our Instagram.
Yes.
That's the only reason we have an Insta.
Punctuality is important, but I also think there's another problem that kind of came about last time we did the original photo shoot for this show, which you guys might have seen the photos. There's one where I'm standing in a box
Yeah.
and one where I'm leaning against Lewis, right?
Yeah.
The last time we did a photo shoot for this show, we got told, and we got told again, to bring a variety of different clothing. And for you, you've just got to select which black t-shirt and which black pair of jeans you're going to wear on the day.
Yeah, because
You lack variety in your fashion.
I don't have anything other than black clothes.
Yes.
Like, actually, I don't have anything other than black clothes.
You're
I
wearing
think a
black
couple of-
clothes right now. You have a
yeah.
pink hoodie.
I have one pink hoodie.
Wear your pink hoodie. That'd be a
No.
cool shot.
No,
bring it
way.
in. We'll
All right,
experiment.
I'll bring it in. We'll experiment.
Wear
I'll bring
it.
it in. But the thing is, I threw out all of my clothes that were not black, like a couple months ago.
Why?
I just like wearing black, man. I feel like I look good in it, and every time I put on something that's not like as
That
black,
just shows
I
no
look like a
confidence.
child. No.
You're confident from the ankles down. because you wear bright fluoro-coloured shoes.
Yeah.
Right now you're wearing bright orange fluoro Nike.
And how many compliments have I gotten on them?
3. It's so annoying.
Ah, yes.
Like Lewis has got 3 compliments on his shoes today, and I'm like, hey,
And every time it happens, Luke's there and
No.
he argues with them.
I do. I argued with 3 people today. They were like, hey, Lewis, cool shoes. And I stopped and went, no, stop. Think about what you've said. They're not cool.
And they fought back because you're incorrect.
No, it's because you're so boring from the ankles up. They go, oh, what's the only interesting thing about Lewis today? His bright orange fluoro shoes. They're not cool
and
shoes.
his handsome face and amazing personality.
Oh, that was none of the compliments that were directed
That's a lie.
at
I've
your
got
face.
a horrendous personality.
Yeah. So I think the key things we have to work on for this photo shoot is if I get there, you have to promise to bring a variety of clothes.
Okay.
At least try, buy new clothes.
I'll bring my black V-neck.
Would you like me to supply some
black
clothes for you?
scoop neck T-shirt. So we've got a variety of necks.
Great.
Black polo. I got one of them as well. So I can.
What about colours?
Colours?
Yeah. Cool. Well, I'm going to be 2 hours late, so it's going to be
Okay, all
another
right.
disaster.
I'll bring my pink hoodie.
Yep.
And
You have a denim jacket.
it's
It's
black.
not very cool though. I don't
It's
like
black.
it. It's not
Oh, I've got 2 denim jackets.
Yeah,
I've got one
you've
that's
got
black and then one
one
that has
with weird
shark teeth.
faces on it. I
Shark
don't like
teeth
it.
on the sides.
Yeah, not cool.
Not
Don't
cool?
wear that. Nah, I'd
gonna wear
rather you
it.
wear
Yeah.
black.
I'm going to wear that and a pink hoodie.
Okay, deal. Lock it in. Next Thursday. Is
No,
there anything
I'm
else?
not wearing that.
What do you mean?
I'll look like an idiot.
You always look like an idiot. Don't be like, I'm pretty sure I've seen you wearing that before.
Not at the same time. Not a pink hoodie with a shark denim jacket over the top, mate.
Wouldn't put it past you.
All right, fine. I'll do it.
Good.
You better be on time, though.
We'll see.
Today, it is time for this. Big stories.
Breaking news. Simmo's weekly wrap.
I'll have a
right.
beer for you.
You always
Every-
talk
I'm
over
sorry.
his catchphrase.
I know. I was going to say every Friday we do Simmo's weekly wrap, but what I
Yeah.
should have said was, that's right. Every Friday, I ruin the intro.
Yes, Simmo is on the line. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, good, thanks, mate.
Can you give us an
Good,
all?
thanks. What is this? He didn't say.
I didn't say how are you. I said welcome to the show.
Oh, thanks.
I don't know. He's nervous after last week.
That's like when you go to the movies and they're like, enjoy the movie, and you go, you too. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
True.
All right. He's nervous after last week. Last week, I would say you brought in one news story and then you tried out an opinion piece.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't happy about, mate. Okay, I leave the show for one day, and you're just like, "Oh, great! Now I don't have to research stories. I can just say things I believe."
How rich is that? I love that the guy who just decided not to show up the night before
That's true.
is having a go at me for what I
At least
actually
Simmo
brought.
was on the show.
Well, you know what, Simmo? At least I had something better to do. I know you were probably just drinking beers instead of researching.
But those beers weren't going to drink themselves. Now, for those who are new to the show, this is a segment where our modern digital mate Simmo reads the news every week because we don't have a news read of the show, but we want to keep you guys up to speed with what's happening around
Yeah.
the world. Simmo, you've got one headline for us today. It's got to be good.
Oh, just one?
Yeah, you've only bought one, haven't you?
Not even an opinion.
I
piece.
have. I've got one, but it's a belter.
All right. Oh, I didn't want to be.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. So, in South Korea, this guy got a bit frustrated at his neighbour's yapping corgi over the fence, so he threw a rock over the fence.
Yeah,
By chance, the rock hit the corgi in the head,
Yeah.
knocked him out cold.
lucky shot.
So he did what any rational South Korean would do. He jumped the fence, grabbed the corgi, brought him back over, put him to rest, and then carved him up and cooked him. Invited the whole neighbourhood to come and feast on this dog, including the owner.
Oh,
Without telling him where it came from. The guy put up lost signs and everything for weeks after.
That's insane.
it's like, mate, just check your sewage system.
That's insane. Well, although that's kind of the risk that you run, because in Korea they do eat dog. It's not a weird thing there.
Yeah.
So if you are having a pet, like
If
my
you-
neighbour.
no, there's no situation where if you're a pet owner, you should be force-fed your own dog.
Without knowing it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. My neighbour has chickens and a rooster, and that rooster won't be silent. So I'm thinking of inviting him over for some red rooster next week. I've been inspired.
You know what? That was a belter. I mean, it's pretty dark. I feel like we should start paying you because I hope it would inspire better content.
It was a belter story, but it was also quite a short story.
I
Just
mean,
because the story's good
well-
doesn't mean it's going to fill 4 minutes.
You didn't bring in anything else that you like any opinion pieces or anything.
So apparently you were keen on the opinion piece idea and you brought your own.
Yeah, well, you didn't bring one, so I actually bought my own opinion piece today, boys.
Great. No one consulted me about this.
Yeah, so,
No one was like, hey, what's your opinion piece on the opinion piece idea? My opinion piece, not a fan.
right, well, it's going ahead because I've got one. Now, mine's more down of the BuzzFeedy end. I would say it's not being
Great, so you're
printed
destroying the journalistic reputation of our show,
Oh, yeah.
both of you guys.
because Simmo's constantly... there was never a reputation to uphold.
That's
Don't
right.
listen to him, Luke. Go hard and submit.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate it. Now, this one, probably not that relevant either, but it's. I want to get your opinion on it.
Okay. Well, no, that's not how an opinion piece works. You can't ask me for my opinion.
He wasn't
Your
asking
piece.
you, he was asking me.
Right. Well, it's still not how it works, but this is how it's working today.
Right.
Are you guys familiar with Jesus?
I've heard
What?
the name a couple of times.
Yeah, like Jesus
rings a
Christ.
bell.
Yep. And are you guys familiar with Megatron, the lead villain in Transformers? It got me thinking last night. I was thinking about Jesus and over Easter about how he came back. Like, you know, the story is he's like 3 days. He was he came back from the dead after 3 days. That's correct, yeah?
So he's dead.
The whole resurrection thing, yeah.
Well, they killed Megatron at the end of Transformers 1, put him in the ocean, and then Transformers 2, which was set over 2 years later, all of a sudden, Megatron comes back to life. I think that's a lot more impressive than Jesus Christ, and I think the church needs to really take a good look at which stories they're picking their inspiration from.
A bit of robotic Jesus, you reckon?
Yeah. Oh, well, I think it's way more impressive. He was gone for 2 years.
So you think we should...
Jesus, just 3 days. He probably didn't even die. He probably just went out the back.
Actually, you
Had a
know
nap.
what? Initially, I thought this was a dumb story, but I just realised that Jesus got a lot of praise, literally praise, for transforming water into wine.
Yeah.
Whereas Megatron can literally transform himself into a tank.
Yeah.
That's so much cooler.
Yeah. So are we all in agreement? Simo, Megatron cooler than Jesus?
I think the Transformers is going to be the next big religion.
So we've seen the Old Testament. I can't wait for Transformers 6 to get the AM after Megatron. You know what? If people didn't enjoy that, forward all complaints onto Simon, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, you're just putting that onto me?
Yeah, well, you didn't bring an opinion piece, and instead we had to get my thoughts on Megatron. Thanks very much
See,
for joining us.
if I was Radio Mike here, I'd plug my own Instagram so you could direct
Hey,
me.
we don't talk
But I'm
about
better
that.
than
Block
that.
radio,
I'm
hang
not
up on
gonna
him.
do
Mike,
that.
hang up on him. That's it.
Don't plug yours or Radio
I said
Mike.
Simmo
I'm
is
not
gone.
going to do it.
He's gone.
Luke and Lewis. Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital. That brings us to the end of the show. Thanks for joining us, guys.
It does. Well, man, thanks for sticking around. I thought you'd be in the bathroom doing your hair by now. You've just tuned in to Lewis in the middle of doing his hair because he's going out after the show tonight.
Guys, I
You're
will-
putting gel in your hair. It's an audio medium. No one can see you.
Mate, I'm going to a show, man. I got to look good.
Why?
And I also
Who are you trying to
thought-
impress at the show?
I don't know. You've seen me when I don't do my hair. It looks ridiculous.
Yeah, you look like Dwight Schrute from The Office.
I know. There's a reason why no one's ever seen a photo of me without my hair done. And it's
Yeah.
because I look like Dwight from The Office.
Yeah, but you're in the middle.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't have my
Was there a
headphones
drop
up.
then?
Oh, it's Fist Bump Fridays, guys.
Oh, I don't have my headphones on because I'm doing my
Sorry.
hair.
Wait, neither
Neither-
of you were hearing that.
I
the
didn't
whole
realise
time.
that the
Oh, it's Fist Bump.
Fist Bump
the
Fridays.
first surprise Fist Bump Friday.
I thought it was gel your hair Fridays.
I know. I
You
mean,
guys completely missed the drop. It was
I know.
disappointing.
Well,
Oh,
we've
and I've
been
been waiting
waiting-
a whole week for that drop.
I know. We've been waiting for ages for that. But
Dude,
that's
your
right.
hair looks wet. You put in way too much gel.
No, I didn't. This is what it looks like before it's dry. All right? I know what I'm doing, mate.
Oh man, it looks bad. Sorry.
Now you're making me
It's
self-conscious.
worse than that British India song.
Hey! All right, we're ending the show. I can't do a show with whoever this is, this mean person.
I can't do a show with wet hair boy. All right.
Well, look, I think we both agree we can't do a show where British India plays. Ooh. All right, that's the end. We're not doing 5 drops again. See you later, Luke and Lewis.